Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. You're watching the Kaiser Report. It's Friday morning. We're working into a new weekend here. It's going to be a rainy day here in East Tennessee, but not near the rain that they're going to receive from Washington, D.C. through New York up to Vermont, which is a direct result of what the remnants of the hurricane that came through the Florida Panhandle earlier this week, and it's brought a lot of rain throughout the region and will continue to do so. There's flood warnings out in even Vermont over this impending storm that's coming.
Rain, rain, rain.
Speaking of storms that are coming, there's been reports, I guess, that Ukraine has used our weaponry to go in an incursion into the Russian territory. I'm sure that will not sit well with the current Russian regime, and we'll see where that goes in the next couple of days while we're still waiting for Iran's response to Israel for their incursion into getting the Hamas leaders on Iranian territory.
War?
So we have a lot of fires going on in the world today, some that are predictable, but shouldn't be happening, in my estimation. We need to pray for some semblance of peace throughout that region, especially through the Middle East, lest they bring back the Crusades. Enough said about that. I've gotten a lot of comments from people on this channel. Most are very good comments and very complimentary comments, with very few that are argumentative type people, the Karens of the world that have to make their point poignant. But I'd like to read to you the latest comment that I got from an individual located in Long Island, New York. And I'll just take a second here to read this to you. He put down why I'm voting for Donald Trump. For those of you to say that I cannot believe that you're voting for Trump, I'm not just voting for him. I really don't like him all that much, but I'm voting against socialism. I'm voting against the Second Amendment. I'm voting for the Second Amendment. I'm voting for the next Supreme Court justice. I'm voting for the Electoral College and the constitutional republic we live in. I'm voting for the police and the law and order. I'm voting for military and the veterans who fought and died in this country or for this country. And I'm voting for the right to speak my opinion and not be censored. I'm voting for secure borders. I'm voting for the legal immigration. I'm voting for the right to praise my God without fear. I'm voting for every urban soul and that the Democrats want to murder. I'm voting for liberty, freedom, and the American dream. I'm voting for good against evil, and I'm not just voting for one person. I'm voting for the future of my country. I thought that was a very poignant comment to have come through, and I sure as heck cannot say that I fully agree with everything said there, but it is food for thought. I don't know if we have evil running this country right now, but it sure as heck seems that way when you decide to look at the problems that we face right now. For most people, most hardworking people that go to work every day, support their family, and put food on the table, they have to pay a whole lot more than they should be paying. And this is a direct result to mismanagement of our financial systems and our transportation systems and our lack of law and order that takes place in this country right now. And we can only hope that that will change and change fairly soon. Whether or not one person or one man or one woman can make a big difference in what's going on in the world today remains to be seen. However, we have to start somewhere with someone who cares and will adhere to the Constitution of this country, of this republic, as it was designed to be by our founding fathers, and not fractured into pieces to suit one side or the other side because they have agendas to go on. We have to worry about this election. But I'm not going to get into any more of that today. I want to be on a positive note today because it's so negative. And if you watch any of the news, like I have to see what's going on and what's being said on both sides of the fence here because I can't come to you without having vetted the information that I'm giving you here. However, through our comments section, and most of our subscribers have commented and make their point for both sides. There's not one side or another that is devoid of opinion. However, there is a third candidate that everybody seems to forget and wants to erase from the blackboard of people who may be able to help this country. And that's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Why are they picking on him now? Why are they negating him, trying to take him off the ballot in New York and several other states? What are they afraid of hearing? Why is it that a major candidate and also the sitting vice president of the United States is not doing any pressers or talking to press or taking any questions? She spent 76 seconds yesterday to answer a question, and we didn't get an answer to that question. We got an excuse, and don't ask me that again. Why do they not want to hear Mr. Kennedy's opinion? He comes from a long list of the old type Democrat family. He may have something to say. He may know something that we should be hearing. But are we? Not exactly. We get what mainstream media feeds us and feeds us until we're almost ready to throw up.
Fake news.
Yeah.
The protection racket that they're running right now in keeping Kamala in the basement or hidden away so she doesn't have to answer questions, and the fact that they will not give RFK Jr. a minute of time is atrocious. When you think about we're in a election year, probably one of the most important elections that we in our lifetime will ever have to sit through and vote in. And yet we tried to kill off one candidate, and now we're making another one just disappear off the news networks because they don't want to hear what RFK Jr. has to say. It's a puzzlement when you stop and think about what's happening here. Political manipulators. But it's Friday, and we're looking forward to a weekend. And we have a sponsor here that I'll talk about a little bit toward the end of this program, and that's Lazy J Farms and Butcher Shop. So if you're planning a barbecue for this weekend, you may want to stay tuned to the end of this video and see their commercial. If you call in there early enough today, they'll give you special cuts of meat if you ask for them. They have tomahawk steaks. They have ribs to die for, both beef ribs and pork ribs. Their pork products are the tastiest pork products you've ever had. And if you're a bacon lover, you cannot anywhere in this country buy better bacon than you can get from Lazy J Farms and Butcher Shop. But you'll see their commercial at the end of this video. So Friday is here. We're looking at a weekend that should be nice tomorrow. I'm going to try to get out with the camera tomorrow. Kaiser and I will be floating around somewhere in Appalachia and looking for something fun to do, and maybe a good restaurant to grab a meal in, or a drive-in, and would be even better for a shake and some burgers. But we'll be out and about, and we'll see what we can bring you on a weekend update. As I tell you every day, we need to stay close to God. We need to pray every day for guidance and help in saving this nation, and pray for peace around the world where people are suffering every day as a result of things that are going on that can probably be better for some. And we're not talking about just the wars that are taking place in the Middle East. We're talking about people that are suffering from hunger, from needs that they're not being met, and things of that nature. Pray for these people. Pray for a better life for some than they're experiencing. And God bless you all. Pray for us here at the Kaiser Report. We will surely pray for you, and we will pray for this nation and other nations around the world that are suffering for one reason or another. Enough for that Friday report. The weather we talked about already, and it's not going to be good for the upper northeastern part of this country because of the rains. But hopefully everybody will be safe and out of harm's way. God bless you all. Have a great, great weekend. We'll be back here to see you on Monday for a new Kaiser Report with hopefully some positive news to give you instead of the same old. Please don't get caught up in what media wants you to be caught up in. Think for yourself. Stay away from mainstream media. Do not get inundated with the lies that come from them every day, and especially some of these shows that are on like The View and things like that. These people are ugly people that have ugly thoughts, and they want you to have the same ugly outlook on life as they have, and we will not succumb to that. We are going to think for ourselves, and we don't need to be told how to vote, how to practice our religion, and how to talk to people, because we all are smart enough to think for ourselves. So God bless you, and bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend.
Lazy J Farms has been raising the finest cattle and all-natural pork for 3 generations on the family farm in Fall Branch. Their blonde Aquitaine herd offers a leaner, healthier, and more tasteful beef. And the butcher shop is local, farm to table, and 100% authentic. This is the way your grandfather shot for me, with steaks cut to order, quality assured, and ready to ship to your door. Open Thursday through Saturday on Bloomingdale Road in Kingsport. Come see us.